Hey everybody, what's up? Steve here, and today I have a little something special for you. We actually just received a box of Switch Lite accessories from Hori, which are intended for the Switch Lite's launch. We don't actually have a Switch Lite yet, so we can't really use them too much, but we figured we'd open them up, show you what they're like, and give our initial general impressions on them before we get the unit and we can test them with it. So let's go ahead and see what showed up today. First off is something pretty simple. We've got the screen protective filter for the Switch Lite. You can see that it's got the nice yellow Switch Lite on there. I think they use that for all the boxes, and this is just your general like film-based screen protector. So it's not tempered glass or anything, but it's really similar to what Nintendo put in the cases for the Switch when it launched as well. So I'll be interested to see how this works out. We may put this on when we get a unit in our hands to check out, but I'll let you know. I'm not going to go ahead and open this because I have a feeling I'll lose pieces before it comes through, and we've got some much more interesting stuff to look at. Next up, we have hybrid system armor for the Switch Lite. Let me go ahead and actually take the plastic off. And this one looks more like a sturdy case. We've got the gray Switch Lite featured on it. And on the back of the box, we see that it's made out of polycarbonate or plastic. It's got some kind of ergonomic grip, and it looks like you just lay the Switch Lite down into the case to get it on. Let's go ahead and open this one up and take a look. So we've got the plastic tape on the side here. Let's go ahead and see if we can't peel that up. There we go, and I'm sure we have something similar on the other side. A little hard to see against the yellow background on the box, but yeah, we do. And Hori is probably one of my favorite accessory manufacturers. I actually use their Illuma case on my Switch. It's super sturdy, and I'm very paranoid about ruining my favorite console, so I carry it around in this like crazy durable case. And this looks to be something of a similar type of case for people like me that are worried about the Switch getting damaged. This is hefty. It's got a lot of weight to it. It feels almost like if OtterBox made a Switch case. So you've got the clear plastic on the back, which will be cool because I think the aesthetics of the Switch Lite are very nice. You've got holes for your card reader, headphone jack. I'm not remembering what this is for, but either way, you've got little cutouts for the power and volume buttons there. You've got the USB-C port down here, and again, this is escaping me. It's like once I don't have a Switch in my hands, I forget. So that's a pretty cool little case. We'll be trying that on a Switch Lite as soon as we're able to get one. Next up, we have screen and system protector for the Switch Lite. And again, they're going back to the yellow Switch Lite here. All of these do have a only for Nintendo Switch Lite, and they are official Nintendo licensed products. So at least you know that Nintendo has certified that these won't mess up your Switch Lite when you do get one. And this one has a little bit of tape on the bottom. So while I try to not so subtly undo that, let's go ahead and take a look here and see how it goes on. Oh, so this one thing I do like, I'm noticing on the back, it has a built-in stand. The Switch Lite does not have a kickstand, so if that's kind of your thing and you want that feature, then it looks like you can get kind of a tabletop mode like experience as long as you have some additional Joy-Con with this case. So that adds some actual functionality to the Switch. I like that a lot, just because the Lite is missing a couple things. So it's not just light in size, it's feature light as well. Although, I think the biggest feature most of us will be missing is the fact that it can't dock. I think the Switch Lite would be kind of the perfect Switch if it could actually dock and we could go into TV mode on this thing. So looking at this case, and again, unfortunately, there's not a lot to look at here because we're still missing the main attraction, right? And we will try these all on a unit once we're able to get it, but here's your screen protector. So that's probably the same thing that was in that original box that I showed you earlier, which is why I didn't open it. I was certain that one of our other products would have a screen protector in it. So that is what the film screen protector looks like. We've got instructions with it. And here's the actual case itself. Let's go ahead and pull the plastic off this so we can take a better look. And I'm liking this one too. It has a lot of protective, it feels like it's a very protective case. It's made out of hard, durable feeling plastic. And oh, this sound is like nails on a chalkboard for me. Well, let's see if we can't struggle with it further. There we go. And it's a very nice clear plastic. You've got your cutouts for your analog stick, your D-pad, home and share buttons, home, share, your actual 4 buttons here, right analog, plus and minus up here. You've got your various cutouts to reach everything, including the shoulder buttons here on the top, which is just one big open space, so there's no like weird narrow rim there. And on the back, there is the kickstand that I mentioned. Let's see if I can't make that kick out without a switch inside. There, I see the hinge there, but I'm having a little bit of difficulty. There we go. So once it, oh, and it actually is a pretty firm joint. Like I just, you know, you can adjust it at multiple angles, but it definitely feels very well locked in place. A lot sturdier than the joint that comes on the OG Switch. And to add to put your Switch Lite in this, it looks like you just open it up, put the Switch in, and then close it around it. So this will be interesting to try out once we get a Switch Lite. Let's go ahead and see what else we have in the box. Next up, we have the Flexi Protector. They seem to really like the yellow Switch Lite. I can't blame them. I saw the yellow Switch Lite in person at PAX West last week, and I did really like the look. It was really beautiful. And up until that point, I was really on Team Blue, but I'm debating now. I feel like yellow is a really nice color for this product. It pops more than the blue. The blue felt like a weaker, less eye-grabbing color. So let's see, this one looks like it's just a Switch case, no screen protector in this one. But the way it is branded sounds like maybe it's a little squishier, not quite such rigid plastic. So if you want more of a gel feeling case, maybe this might be the thing for you, but we'll find out here momentarily. This tape is very pesky, so it's taken me more time than I would expect to get it off. Let's try that. I feel like I'd benefit from having longer fingernails or something when I do this, but we did successfully get it open. And let's go ahead and open the bottom tab here and see what's inside. So we've got a foam insert that is about the size of a Switch Lite, or at least I'd hope so. And just as I suspected, upon removing this from the plastic, this is kind of like a flexible, more soft protector for your Switch. So again, if you're more the type that likes the softer protectors, this might be for you. I'm not a huge fan of these because I feel like stuff gets trapped behind them, but to each their own. And I think that, you know, again, it doesn't feel cheap or flimsy in any way. It's just kind of not my thing. And we are not done yet because we have just a couple other products in here. Hori also sent us over a couple cases for the Switch, like carrying cases instead of the ones that you wear on the Switch full time. And like I said, I use their Illuma case for the original Switch, so I'm a big fan of their travel cases. And the Switch Lite already seems to have a couple good ones. This one actually reminds me quite a bit of my Illuma case in terms of aesthetics, because I have an all black one with just the Nintendo Switch logo. This one here seems to be made out of like a hard substance. I'm not even going to hazard a guess what it is, but it sounds solid. It looks nice. It's got some clean aesthetics. It's got these really big bumps on the back. I'm not sure if that's just for the trigger buttons or what it is, but I do not have a knife or scissors, so this might be hard to open up. Give me just a sec. I'm going to cut the video and come back with something to open this with. Okay, we're back, and I did manage to find some scissors, some tasty scissors apparently, and let's go ahead and see if we can't kind of wedge the scissors under there. Got one, and this other one's proving to be a little more difficult, but we got it. Let's put the scissors away, and let's go ahead remove the tag and open this up and see how it looks inside. And I'm already seeing a pop of color, which is really nice. So the tag is attached to a foam insert, and there's another foam insert inside. And this is actually surprisingly pretty. I love this yellow. It further sells me on the fact that I kind of want a yellow Switch Lite now. It looks like I was right about the indentations. That's probably for the shoulder buttons so that the Switch rests here. You've got this nice little foam pad that'll cover the screen so that it doesn't scratch. And it looks like you can hold, looks like 10 Switch cards right here. Then you've got a mesh pouch for accessories. So this is very much in line with the designs of Hori's other Switch Lite case, or Switch cases, excuse the error. It's really nice. I like this one. My Switch Lite will probably end up in this. This might be my daily driver until they come out with an Illuma case for the Switch Lite, at which point I'll probably switch over to that just because, like I said, I'm a little paranoid and I really like my accessories to be, or my consoles to be very well protected. That said, we do have one other case, and this one is blue, so a little bit of a color difference here. We'll go ahead and pop the plastic on this one, take it out, and we will grab our trusty scissors one more time because it looks like we're going to need them. So let's call upon the tasty scissors again and just kind of pop these little zip ties off. So we've got 1 and 2. A lot easier when you have practice. So now we should be able to unzip the case and pull the cardboard out. And in this one is interesting. So it's not colorful inside really, but it is out, and it's the same case otherwise. So we have kind of the light blue here, and it looks like I didn't unzip it all the way. We've got the light blue here with a gray inside. This is actually really handsome design. I like this because it reminds me of my old Dreamcast controller, my Capcom vs. SNK ASCII pads, and the Capcom version was blue and gray, so I really like that aesthetic. We've got the same foam pad here, we've got the same Switch card holder here, and we've got the same mesh pocket. So this is really the same as the case we saw before, just in a different color scheme. I'm not sure if I like the black and yellow or the blue and gray more, but they're both really cool. And like I said, I'll probably cycle between these as I wait for an Illuma case to come out. And finally, one last product that Hori sent over. We got a lot of Switch Lite stuff, and this isn't a Switch Lite specific accessory. It's actually Gaming Earbuds Pro. They told me these work on both the Switch and the Switch Lite, so they sent it over for us to check out. We'll just open it up here. So it looks already like we have a couple different options. I can see what looks to be an inline microphone, and then kind of one of those, I don't even know what you call those, like antenna microphones. And it looks like it's red and blue. And then, yeah, sure enough, we've got, so it looks like it has an inline mixer so that you can use Nintendo Switch Online and listen to the Switch's audio at the same time. You do have 2 different mic types, although they don't name them, so I guess I'm not gonna have any luck there trying to figure out what those are called. Then you've got your standard like 3 different sizes of earbuds, because nobody's ears are the same. Let's go ahead and see if I can't finally undo this tape without a ton of frustration, and then take a look at what's inside. Hori did release last year, I think, a Splatoon set of proper headphones that also included Nintendo Switch Online support, but they were kind of a nightmare to use because they, and it's through no fault of Hori's, you had to have cords basically everywhere running from your Switch to your phone and back. And it was just kind of a mess of cords once you got it set up. So hopefully these, since the headphones themselves are significantly smaller, will lead to these being a little bit more usable for that purpose. Although if you're listening, Nintendo, it would be a lot easier on everyone if Nintendo Switch Online audio just worked from the Switch. Just saying. So here we go, and inside we have some cords. I'm trying to figure them out as okay, so here looks like our mixer. So let's open that up and take a look, because this is kind of the component I'm most interested in, being that it is probably the most complicated piece of this. So here we have a audio in, a 3.5 millimeter. It's a flat cable, which is kind of nice. And then we have 2 flat audio outs. So I'm going to assume that one of these goes into your phone, one goes into your Switch, and these connect with the actual earbuds themselves. Though we'll find out here in a sec, because it looks like the earbuds are what's directly underneath. And let's go ahead and take these out of the bag. And let's move the instruction manual out of the way. I'm pretty sure I know how to use headphones, but I guess it could be helpful to some. I do like that they have the Nintendo Switch logo on the outside of the earbuds. That's really neat. And the red and blue is kind of a neat aesthetic choice, although if you have like a yellow or a blue Switch Lite, it may seem a bit strange. But for those of us with the OG Switch, especially with the neon Joy-Cons, this will make a whole ton of sense. And inside, looks like we have our microphone connected. Then we have the inline remote or microphone here. And here's our cable that connects to our Nintendo Switch online mixer, as it were. And that is basically how they work. I might take a closer look at these if you guys want me to. I intend to test them out and see how it works next time I find somebody that wants to play on Nintendo Switch Online voice chat, though I mostly use Discord. But you could, if you have a 3.5mm input or output on your phone, you could use these for Discord chat if you're doing it through your phone or through a laptop, even if you have that handy. So these aren't exclusive to Nintendo Switch Online, and that may be their saving grace. That is about it. So we've got a ton of accessories for the Switch Lite. That was just a quick look at the launch lineup of Hori accessories. I hope you enjoyed this quick peek at what is coming in a couple weeks when you pick up your Nintendo Switch Lite. As always, thank you so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe to Game Explained for all things Nintendo Switch and other things gaming as well. Also make sure to ring that notification bell to be notified every time we upload a new video. My name is Steve, and I'll see you in the next video.